Hi guys, welcome to another tarot pick a card reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you are all doing great. Now, we are a few days before the new year, and there are many changes, and the energies are shifting, and all of these things. So, we want to know from these cards, are we on the right path? Okay, what is our path? What type of energies we should carry from this year to the next year, and how is this thing going to affect us and whatever comes forward. Okay, so we have three piles. Number one, Primordial Tarot and CITRINE. Pile two, Murder of Crows, and this is the Black Obsidian. And number three is Wild Unknown Tarot, and this is the Smoke Quartz. Okay, so pause the video if you need more time, and I will continue with our readings. Thank you. Pile 1. If you have chosen the Primordial Tarot and the Citrine, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. What is the message for you? What is the message for your path and potentially for the new year that is opening up in front of us? Let's see. Let's see what is the energy here. So we have Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. Okay. In front of you guys, there are options. This Queen of Wands is action oriented, definitely. But she's not a king. She's not a knight. This Queen of Wands is asking you to make your plans thoughtfully. And, if you are focusing on only one thing, on only one single thing in your life, and if you have tried really hard this year to manifest something that is related to only one direction, the cards are asking you to think about it again. To do this, okay, yes, to continue on your path, to keep planning, to keep organizing, to take actions, to do this type of structure that you are trying to do, but you need to do it in relation to new things. In front of you, there are plans, there are options. And the Two of Wands, be very careful, is not forcing you to make a decision. Okay, of course, no card is forcing you to do anything, but this one is not even asking you to take a very specific path and move on according to that. The cards here are telling you, keep in mind other options. Why aren't you seeing the rest of the options that you have in front of you? You're doing an excellent handling. You're doing what you have to do, but you should be taking in consideration other paths too. Five of Cups, Six of Coins. Okay, so you're moving towards a healing direction. Somehow you're trying to detach from past issues. This is a theme that will be present in at least in the first half of the new year still. So my need to detach from patterns that are connecting me to the past, not necessarily people. No, not necessarily people or events or something, but there are some patterns, there are some concerns, there are some thoughts that are still connecting me to these past events and to these experiences that somehow traumatized me. So, healing year for you. But the Six of Coins is like asking you to move on from the past for good. So it's like, okay, sure, go on with your healing, do what you have to do, but don't waste the entire year focusing on the past. So moderation in everything, basically. Yes, focus. Even the first half of the year, if you really want to do certain things and at the same time combine these things with your need for healing and detachment from the past, yes, you can do that forever, basically. We can do that all our life. But the point is this: don't put all your energy here. If you want to keep working on your past, even on a secondary level, when you have free time or something, yeah, sure, but don't make this thing your own, what is going to drive your new year. And it kind of makes sense, because I hear a lot other people saying, oh, a year of transformation. Yes, it's a year of transformation, but this doesn't mean that all we have to do is contemplate over past mistakes. Yes, here, all of the cards are asking you to move forward very clearly. Move forward from what? Are you moving forward from people? Are you moving forward from circumstances? No, move forward from your patterns, from the way that you're attaching to people, from the way that you're creating connection to other people. The Six of Coins, as you know, is a card that by now is showing codependency. Because the way we have seen this poor card, it has become a form of codependency. Why? Because usually this is a card that shows over investment. Things, okay, there is no promotion here, there is no development, there is no charity, but what am I doing? I keep giving, and there you go. And as you can imagine, as I keep giving, I'm losing my strength and I'm losing the belief in myself. So the cards are telling you, if you are in a situation that you have invested some type of energy, whether this is a job, your career, your relationship, a friendship, whatever, and you feel like this thing is not really giving you anything in return, okay? It doesn't give you any real benefit here. It might, for some of you with the Five of Cups, it might be related to your need to let go of, I don't know, maybe you feel some form of guilt. And somehow you feel that by overgiving in this situation, you are paying some energetic debt or karmic debt that you have in your past. But no, not really. This is a year of transformation, the next year practically, where you will have to cut cords with whatever is keeping you down. If there is no benefit now, at this very moment, and the only thing that this thing is doing is easing your pain and nothing more, wave goodbye to that situation. Magician. So, in that way, you are managing to push away the unnecessary and to make space for some form of energy that is going to add positive vibes and some real improvement in your life, okay? And Tower, it's time for transformation. It's time for transformation, it's time for change. We have the Magician, we have the Tower, so things are happening in your life while probably you are risking to sit back and continue taking care of situations that are only codependent. So let go, move on, move forward. Okay, come out of this situation as fast as you can, especially if there is no benefit in what you are receiving today from these people, from these circumstances. So, kind of, the message here is reevaluate a bit, not necessarily other people, but what you need to reevaluate here is how you are connecting to these people. Okay, so how are you connecting to these people? How are you connecting to these circumstances? And how would a better way of relating to them is supposed to be? Some of them will follow you in this new way of being and approaching things, in this transformation of yours. Some others will be left behind. Okay, tower, we will wave them goodbye and they will stay away from us. I don't know where they will stay, but there will be a way. The point is that these are things that will happen gradually. The first half of the year appears to be a year of preparation. You're preparing yourself for new changes, for new moments, for new circumstances. You're opening up to new options, to new people. You are changing. As you go, you will realize that remembering the past and getting stuck in the past, focusing on what happened, why it happened, why did they behave like we don't know, we don't care, whatever, just move on. Seriously, it's better for you to process the difficult feeling and the distress that has been created from a specific experience rather than sit back and say, why? Why did they do it? Why? You will never understand their why. Or maybe you will, but in the end, what is it really? What is the benefit for you? Maybe it will help you move on. Yes, maybe. But there is a limit and you need to set that limit that you will allow to deal with that circumstances, with that person, with that situation. And then you just need to move on and focus on what is the benefit, what you have learned, so focus on the situation with you in your mind, with your benefit in your mind. So first half of the year, as we have said, preparation. I'm preparing, I'm understanding, I'm figuring out what other options can I have in my life that I don't see at the moment. How could I potentially change my mindset? How could I improve my mindset in such a way to avoid potential codependencies? When do I stop giving when I see that other people are not reciprocating my positive and my loving energy? And how many people are they going to really follow me along that path, and how many people will be left behind? What new people will come forward to become part of my new reality, and how this new reality will start taking shape starting from the second half of the year. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I have this cat that sounds like a bird, and I don't know what to do at this point because he insists to eat as much as he can. No way. So here we have the world. And the world is about successful completion that we have just described and new beginnings. Okay. So this new beginning is not a new beginning that is related to, oh, I met the right person. Oh, I got the better position. Oh, I got that bonus. It has to do with you. The Eight of Coins, for example, with the Two of Wands, all of this time, I feel like you have been holding back your energy. You have been staying in sort of in the dark. Mm? No one is recognizing you. No one is seeing your effort. No one is appreciating what you are offering, or not as many people as you would like to appreciate you. Or maybe you are doing something for a specific person, for a specific situation, and this person is not appreciating. That situation is not appreciating. Okay, your boss, for example, I'm overworking, I'm doing my best, I'm showing how much I can give, and this person, this boss, is not appreciating anything. I'm here overworking myself, doing the best I can. No one is recognizing what I'm doing. Two of Wands. I'm opening up to this energy. Okay, I'm opening up to this energy and I start looking for other options, whether this is a new career, whether this is a new group of friends, a new life partner, whatever you want. Okay, Queen of Coins, Eight of Wands. So it's very important for you to understand that somehow you have to move forward here. You can move on, you can change, you can approach things from a different perspective, you can do whatever you want, but what you cannot do is continue staying in this difficult mindset. So the cards are encouraging you and are telling you, if you go on embracing these changes that we have already seen, for sure you are going to experience some positive transformation, some very positive transformation over here. Queen of Coins, King of Cups. Five of Coins, Page of Swords. So, you will be very surprised by the people that you were least expecting to come forward in your life and make a difference. You will be disappointed by other people that you hoped that they would follow you along, they would understand you, they would be there for you. Okay, you will experience major transformation and changes. But the truth is that in the end, in your situation there is growth, especially if you're asking, for example, if you are focusing a bit on your career, things are going to shift, things are going to change. No more overworking, yes, recognition, yes, growth and development. If, on the other hand, you feel like you are here stuck on a personal level, in an emotional situation, things are changing again, okay? And the situation that felt stuck and not moving forward without having a very specific direction, this thing is going to change. We are moving forward. New people are coming also in your life to manifest new situations. For some of you, you need to be a bit careful here, because you need to be careful when it comes to new beginnings, closure. You have to connect to your intuition a lot before you decide how to bring forward certain situations, and if you can allow certain people in your life or not. But before you do that, it is very important to heal yourself the way we have said. So, to avoid potential codependencies, to avoid confusion, to avoid tension, okay, and move on with consistency and a very clear idea of what you want to manifest. Let's see. No, I want to see this one. And your love life looks very interesting too. What's this? Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, the Lovers. Yes, this is not a moment of choice, guys. I told you since the beginning, the Lovers, you don't have to choose now. You don't have to decide now what to do and how to process on certain things. What you need to do, on the contrary, is to allow certain things, certain doubts to surface. Because once, as I was telling you, once these feelings surface, these doubts surface, I can decide how to process them, what to do with them, and what is the next thing to do over here. No need to make choices. The new beginnings, the new love, the development in your love life, the development in your career that will fulfill you emotionally, especially for those of you that are very creative, will come forward the right time. So trust the process, trust the divine timing, judgment, and 10 of coins. And you will see that you will establish the stability and the clarity that you need. You need to be patient. You need to trust your intuition. You need to trust yourself. It's very important to build self value. Okay, so solar plexus chakra, citrine, and move on with the best. Um, the best thoughts and the best hopes and the best plans for the future. Okay, this is what I see. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so, so, so much for watching. Sorry for the cat. Pile 2. If you have chosen the murder of crows and this is the black obsidian, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. What is the message related to your path for the closure of this year and the beginning and the new year that is following? Okay, for Wands and the Tower. I don't know, this is like a message of reevaluation here. But this is a forced reevaluation. You can understand that with the Tower. This is also a message that is telling you that if you guys really want to find a balance here and you really want to move on and manifest something special when it comes to your situation or to your goal and to your life, at that point you should really consider letting go of a pre-existing structure that is not working. This structure is difficult, is not functional, and is taking away precious time of your energy to continue existing and to continue living on your expense. Let's see. Chariot. It's time for you to let go and move forward. It's very clear. If you want to move on and if your destination is far away from where you are at the moment and you have a lot of distance to walk and a lot of obstacles to overcome, then you should leave behind the old you, old patterns, people, relationships, connections. Again, the element of leaving behind something is here. To embrace a different point of view. The question here is, how do I leave behind something if I don't have something specific to leave behind? What do I leave behind? I mean, what does it mean? It means that maybe you should simply take a step back and see things from a different perspective. Instead of trying really hard to maintain something that requires all of your energy to keep balance between different parts and different structure elements, maybe you should simply say, okay, if it doesn't work, maybe I should move forward. So release the sense of control. What is the point of being the King of Coins if your emperor, if your kingdom, if your empire, if your kingdom is completely destroyed, completely gone. Queen of Swords, Three of Coins. Very good. You need people that will cooperate to keep the structure up. If you're dealing, if your focus, for example, is your career, your business, okay, how can you do everything on your own? If you're doing everything on your own, you don't need partners. If you're doing everything on your own, you're self employed and you don't need partners. So, why are they there? Why do you have to carry a dead weight on your back? This thing is not letting you go really far. Same things. If this can also be a relationship or a friendship, okay? If I always have to call these people, if I always have to look for their attention, for their, I don't know, participation in all of this, okay, if I always have to try, what is the point? What is the gain of this situation? They are keeping me away from people that maybe are better, are far better for me. And maybe I can create partnership with people that are not holding me back. Or I can be in a relationship that this person is not holding me back. A moment of rebirth for you. This year, this new year is going to bring a moment of rebirth, but this thing is going to happen only and exclusively if you allow certain things to unfold in front of you and to really make some sense in this overall situation. Okay. It's very important for you to understand. Am I ready to embrace a new way of being, a new way of seeing things? Am I ready to focus on things that are meaningful only to me? Because maybe these things that are meaningful to me are contrasting to what other people are expecting from me. So, what do I choose? To make other people happy or to pursue my own happiness? What do I do? Let's see. Knight of Swords, Four of Swords. Okay, this thing is showing very clearly that for some of you, you're experiencing a life, you're experiencing something that is not really aligned with your deeper values. That whatever is happening around you is just an expression of the person you are trying to be and the things that you are trying to manifest for the sake of some goal that is not even yours. Are you trying to impress someone? Are you trying to fulfill some, I don't know, social standards? It could be. This thing is happening on an unconscious level, if it is happening, if it makes sense with you. But I think that you are reaching a point where you're being very aware of what is really going on here. Six of Coins, the Wheel, Eight of Coins, Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands. So there is growth for you. But this growth has to be thoughtful, has to be specific, and has to be driven by your inner need. Your main goal this year should be for you to find inner peace. Of course, what are you going to do? You're going to sit down and meditate forever for the entire year? No, you're just going to start, shifting a bit your energy. This doesn't mean that you have to quit your job or you have to stop talking to your friends, but gradually you have to allow certain changes to come forward in your life and make things happen. A very mundane example. Okay, here you are, 4 of Wands. You're trying to call a group of friends that seems to cause you more stress than happiness. You need to be part of this. You want to have, you want somehow to be here to celebrate. I'm giving you a very mundane example here, okay? So, what do? You pursue this connection, this friendship. You reach out, you call, you try to schedule, you try to organize, but this thing is not manifesting, and you try to control instead of allowing things to happen normally. So this person is not answering to you, your friends are not answering to you. Perfect. Stay away. Do something else. Watch TV. I don't know. Read a book. Go for a walk. Whatever. You know, allow the change to happen. Allow yourself to experience the tower moment that, you know what, these people are not answering to me. These people are not including me. These people are not allowing me to celebrate with them. And somehow I have to force myself into the situation. Okay. Maybe they have a separate partnership over here, and I'm here on my own trying to figure out how to get in this partnership. Same goes if this is, for example, a career. Okay. In a career environment, I'm trying to fit in. I do whatever I can. I work very hard. I work until late, beyond my shifts, beyond my working time. And what do I achieve over this? Nothing. 8 of Coins. I'm not being appreciated. I'm taken for granted. I keep working and nobody is noticing. What do? Do I stop working? No. I just rearrange a bit certain aspects of my personality. I allow certain things to happen. If, for example, nobody wants to stay until late and they are asking me to stay until late, I don't want to stay either. Why? Because until now, nothing has really changed in my life with this. There was no growth, there was no development until now. So why do I need to keep repeating the same patterns? Maybe if I overwork myself, I will never move on from this position because maybe they will find that I'm such a perfect worker, employee, whatever, that they need me there. If I'm working for 3 people, for sure they are not moving me to the next level. So start evaluating things from a different perspective, from a perspective that is not working so much against you guys, but it's working more for your own benefit. You seem to try too hard to be accepted by others, or if we are talking about career, it's obvious that you are trying not to be accepted by others, but you are trying to, for some of you, I see like you're trying to survive, you're trying to have a certain standards in your life. True, very good. But you're not going to achieve this by exhausting yourself and by making yourself be taken for granted. I'm telling you what I see. It doesn't mean that necessarily it has to fit with you. Look at this. If you rearrange a bit your thought process and you go from the 8 of Coins to the 3 of Coins, so yeah, sure, I will try. So I am still cooperating. I'm still being present. I'm still being very thoughtful over this business, over this friendship, over this connection, whatever that is. But this time, it doesn't have to be necessarily their way. Are they taking into consideration my needs? Are they taking into consideration what I need over this situation? Ace of Wands. So, with this new year, you have to open up to a new beginning. Your circumstances can be improved without you making major changes. You just need to let the changes happen, because up to this point you have been like, no, 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 I don't need to change things. No, 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 I have to maintain the friendship. No, I will maintain the relationship, or I will maintain this difficult connection that I have with my colleagues or my boss. The Empress, Judgment. So it's very important for you to realize what is your truth this year. What do you want? And rearrange your approach in the same circumstances that you are. So you don't have to leave your job. Possibly you don't have to leave your friends. You don't have to leave your partner. You just have to take a step back and say, okay, I have tried enough. How about not trying anymore? How about trying in terms of a normal, healthy relationship and connection? Page of Coins, the World, Seven of Coins, King of Swords, Four of Swords. Very good. So look at this nice thing over here that will happen to you. Judgment. I'm reevaluating the situation in a way that is new to me. So this is a completely new approach. And with the world, this is a totally new approach to you. I'm approaching things from a different perspective. And I start noticing what is happening around me and how things are changing when it comes to me, and what I have to do when I will start really bringing forward the changes that I want to bring. And how long is this thing going to take before other people will realize that I'm upgrading my energy and I'm no longer going to run behind them exhausted and tired just to give them whatever they are asking me? So when are they going to realize that I'm taking a step back, unbothered, I'm relaxing, and I'm contemplating over each and every single situation? This is your goal, apparently. This is your message for this year. I don't know if this is a good message. I don't know if this is even a message that makes sense with anyone out there, but it's not so much about transforming your circumstances, it's about transforming your mindset. Stop running behind people. Stop trying to appease situations and people just to make them appreciate you, just to make them see your effort. If they don't see your effort, they don't deserve it. Simple as that. So go ahead, King of Swords energy. I'm not asking you, the cards are not asking you to judge anyone. The cards are suggesting you to stop minimizing your value here with a judgment. Judging your value. This is what you should focus on. So, a year of change of mindset for you, not so much change of circumstances. You need to start changing the way people are seeing you. And to do that, you will first need to change the way that you see yourself. You're not this, okay? The knight who's tired and effortlessly and, without any thought and so tired trying to run behind other people. You're not even the Queen of Swords. Beat her. She's tired. She has overworked herself over here. You're the King of Swords. You're sitting back, seeing, judging, deciding. That's who you need to be for this year to find back your balance. Okay, this is what I see. So, guys, let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Pile 3. If you have chosen the Smoke Quartz and the Wild Unknown Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. What is the message when it comes to your path, when it comes to the things that you should leave behind, or the things that you should, I don't know, take into consideration from this year and carry them forward to the next year. Let's see. So, what do we need to know about your path during this transition? Let's see. Four of Cups, Queen of Cups, this is a message about your stability. It's one thing. I don't know, are there things that you have been taking for granted with this Four of Cups? Or maybe are you, there are two scenarios here. One thing is you're taking things for granted. Okay, certain things that you should approach with maybe, I don't know, a bit more of appreciation. Or maybe this could be about you being in a situation where you're not necessarily taking for granted the things that you have accomplished, but maybe you're tired. Maybe you're tired of the situation. Maybe the situation is not even that stimulating as it used to be. A very standard example of this whole thing is I have tried, I have followed my path, I have manifested the career that I wanted. I don't know. I have reached a point of clarity, enlightenment, and instead of embracing that moment and saying, okay, I made it, this is great, let me enjoy that moment. Instead of being here, I went here. And I was like, okay, so I did it. And then what? You're not really taking things for granted. But it feels like you are taking for granted yourself. Does it make sense? You're not really taking the things that you have achieved for granted. But you are like, okay, you could have done better. You could have delivered more. You could have done more. I mean, no, not really. Not really. Maybe whatever you are doing, the person you are dealing with, the career that you are following, the job that you are doing, maybe these things are not as fulfilling as they used to be. Maybe. This doesn't mean that you haven't accomplished anything. On the contrary, it means that you are ready to move on to a more productive level of your life. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups. Yes. The cards are telling you that you should embrace a more playful approach in your life. More playful, a bit more open, a bit more carefree. Because to be very honest with you, it looks like you have been pushing yourself too much throughout this year. So, for sure, I have to fix this thing. In the beginning, I told you maybe you're taking things for granted. Maybe, okay. But what things are these things that you're taking for granted? The things that you have accomplished. So, basically, you're taking yourself for granted, clearly, here. And to be very honest, guys, you deserve more. You deserve more appreciation. You deserve to feel more proud of yourself. This is very important. It might sound ridiculous, honestly. It might sound like, oh, I'm proud of myself. Of course, I'm proud of myself. Are you? Are you really embracing with empathy and appreciation yourself? Because here I feel like maybe there was a difficult relationship, maybe a difficult career path, this year. So you had somehow to detach from unpleasant situations. And instead of really embracing this whole experience with the same type of energy that you really need and give yourself the time to process and to take very seriously what is going on in your life. It's like you have taken this thing lightly. It's like if I fake this thing and if I don't really show how I feel and what I'm really experiencing, it's okay. I will not feel sad or tired or exhausted or something, or a negative, let's call it a negative feeling that makes me want to tune into the Four of Swords and take a step back and really understand what has just happened in my life. Give yourself the time to heal. Give yourself the time to process. Don't judge yourself. The Star, Two of Swords. What is this thing now? The Star and the Two of Swords. What are these cards are showing to me? That, okay, now, this is also something very practical. The cards are telling you, take a step back, appreciate what you have accomplished, give yourself the time to process painful, difficult feelings, okay? Why? Because you want to achieve more, because you're ambitious. So if you're ambitious and you want to achieve more, take a step back, do your shadow work, allow yourself to experience pain, difficulty, sadness, whatever, and heal from that and process that feeling. And then you can move on with a brand new energy to make choices, to move on, and to embrace new ways of being and new patterns. So the cards are clearly suggesting you to focus on your healing for the first half of the year. The healing is not about laying on bed and sleeping until, I don't know, it's noon or something. Maybe you could do that if you can afford, or if this is your style of doing things, you can do whatever you want. But the most important is to focus on your healing with intention, to really go back and evaluate all your actions and evaluate what you have accomplished and really start channeling the Four of Cups. To really start thinking how this Four of Cups is affecting your life. Get out of that energy. But in order for you to get out of that energy, you really have to see that energy. You really have to take a step back like the hermit and really see what you're experiencing over here. Seven of Coins, Four of Coins, Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, the World, and Six of Coins. So I think for most of you here, you're dealing with your career. This is about your career, this is about your focus and your development in your career path. How are you going to move forward to a more productive way of working and to a more productive way of being if you are taking your abilities and your skills for granted? How are you going to move on from the state you are in at the moment? So acknowledge yourself and acknowledge your skills. And you will see that as you move on and you leave behind the difficult codependent patterns, you can embrace a far more positive way of seeing things and doing things. Another thing, if you are, for example, in a relationship And this relationship is struggling, is difficult, and you're tired of being taken for granted. But at the same time, you cannot detach from this person, but you also do not know how to change the dynamic that has been created. Eventually, what you can do is practically embrace this energy, see it, breathe this energy, be as connected to reality as you can be. To really see that your person is taking you for granted. And then decide what you want to do about this. Do you really want to stay in a codependent situation? Do you really want to stay in a path that is not fulfilling to you simply because you are afraid or you are attached emotionally to this person? Maybe you won't, but for how long can you cope with it energetically? Or how can you change a few things? So, this is a moment of evaluation for you. You have to take this Four of Swords very seriously. You have to take a step back, evaluate the situation. Your feelings are here, but what about the bringing forward of the relationship? The development of the relationship? Where is that thing? This thing will be accomplished once you take a step back and you really show this person that you are no longer willing to stay and to get stuck in that type of relationship. Okay, take a step back and realize what you're experiencing. Once you acknowledge what you're experiencing, then you can process it and then you can change it. That's the key to your success for the year to come. The year to come brings major changes. Especially by the second half of the year, you're going to find yourself reevaluating many of the things that have happened in the past, not with resentment, not with hate, not with the idea of jealousy or unhealthy attachments, but with a need for renewal, with a need for decision. The first half of the year is not about decisions, it's about reevaluation, it's about taking a step back and deciding what is the best approach and the best way to really witness what is going on in my life. And here you get to a point where you really feel confident and you really feel with clarity that, yes, I will take these steps and I will manifest success. So, this is your success, especially in your career. This is your achievement of personal goals in friendships and relationships. And you have a great potential ahead of you. But you need to prepare your path for this, okay? No, I don't think that right now you need to get on your chariot and go. There will be a moment of celebration for you for sure. Nine of Coins. But first, you need to celebrate and embrace your individuality, your value, your strength. And then you will get to where you want to get. Eight of Swords, the Star, Nine of Cups, King of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay. The Nine of Wands, look at here, guys, look at this. Nine of Wands. If you stop being cautious and you stop worrying too much and overanalyzing the situations, and you embrace fully your individuality and your personal strength, and you really recognize what type of results you want to get, you will realize that sometimes it's not necessary for other people to be there while you're achieving your results. So if you're having, for example, a partner that is, not really the best person in this world, but you still have feelings for them. Are these feelings really helping you experience happiness? Are you in love with that person, or are you in love with the person that you think this person is? Try to be as realistic as possible with your approach, and this will help you find your path and your strength and your growth to all of this situation. Take a step back and really don't judge the situation. Just see yourself, embrace yourself, nurture yourself, and say a few positive things to yourself. Like, yes, you are doing a great job. Yes, you are doing your best to maintain this job, this connection, this relationship. But it looks like this thing is one sided, and you haven't really seen that lately. So come on, take a step back with me, see what this situation is, and let's change that together. We can do it. Okay. You should become not your person's, I'm sorry, yourself's best friend this year, because you need to reevaluate and you need to find your strength throughout this process. Okay. This is what I see. So, guys, let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so, so much for watching. Bye bye.